There's several different ways to do this, and some would work better with different wools, softer wools maybe, depends what your needs are, but I like to knot it together to itself rather. A lot of books and teachers will teach putting a knot in the end of the lacing thread and hiding the knot. I don't know, I like to do it this way. I go underneath this first loop on the left side of the T-start. There's our T-start. And the first loop here, I go underneath and leave enough tail here that you can knot it. Now I'm going to go underneath the next loop. I'm not going through the fabric. I'm just going under the loop and under the next loop. Now I'm going to go over here on the other side of the T-start and go in the top. Just like that. You can see how that pulls the top in nice and tight. Always want to turn it over and look on the back side and make sure your lacing thread is hidden. And then I'll tie a knot here. Try to get it as tight as I can. Squish this here, hold that in. And now this little tail I can use later to pull that knot just under the edge of this first strand there where it's going under. If it's not hidden, so I can go around again. If I don't think it's quite tight enough, there I can pull that knot under. Kind of like a crochet, a magic circle in crochet, if you're familiar with that. Tighten it up. I believe I'm going to skip down and come right through here now. Because this wool is so stiff, I had to go around that second time, but I think I'm good now. Gonna go under another loop. There we go. And I'm gonna go in under the next loop and then into the other leg of the T. I'm not piercing any fabric with this method. And there's nothing wrong with piercing the fabric. You can put your lacing thread in a big tapestry needle and just pierce around there if that's what works for you. There's so many different ways. Okay, now I'm going to skip this loop. I came out of this one. I'm going to skip over this one and go into the next loop. I'm going to do that all the way around. Basically, I skipped this one, went in here and out again, skipped this one, go in here, now into the round. We don't skip any on the center part, the rug part. We skip them on the braid we're attaching because this braid is bigger. It has to be bigger. Many more loops around on this part than on this part. So now I go into this one. Now I'll skip this dark brown one. I'll go in the matching brown. I like to tighten it up every few loops. Go in every loop on the center, skip every other one. So I went through this medium brown. I'm going to skip the light and go in the dark. Go in the next loop on the center. Skip the medium and go in the light. Go in the next loop on the center. Skip the dark. Go into the medium. We're almost around. This is our T-start here, so I consider over here somewhere the end of our first round. The larger your piece gets, the fewer skips you need. And again, it depends on the wool. So maybe the second round, I might only skip, I might lace 2 on the outside before I skip 1. Remember, I'm lacing through every loop on the inside. But on the outside, you're going to be skipping every few loops as you go around, and that's kind of a judgment thing. I'll show you that in another video.